In my opinion, bro, I think most civilians dislike slash hate military personnel, military veterans. And hate is a very strong word, but I'm about to tell you why I think that. But you two's goddamn dead man's on the Pappy. And we are back with another video. And I just love when a dweeb of a civilian just like to stick they bell pepper nose built ass into military personnel, military veterans business. You know what I'm saying? This comment say, I don't know how they consider you disabled if you're not missing a leg or an arm. I've seen other people who are completely fine and also 100% disabled, which I don't get. He also said, I'm sure it isn't, but anybody can walk into any mental health doctor office and say they have depression, and boom, they have depression on paper. But are they going to get money for it? No. That's how I see it. That's how I see this. I think the money should be reserved for those who lost limbs or have body damage. That mental stuff shouldn't matter because anybody can say they have that. Here's the problem that some of y'all people that have a hate for people that get military benefits, whether that's monetarily or doctor benefits, whatever the case may be. Everybody don't have to lose a limb to be considered disabled. You know what I'm saying? All scars are not visible. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes a person can have a disability that causes them to not even get a job. It's not always about losing a body part, bruh. So for a civilian that's never served, will never even want to serve, to say that a person don't deserve benefits because they don't lose a limb, that's asinine for you to say, especially if you're a person that's has never joined, never served a couple hours. What you don't realize is mental health is a real thing. Mental health and surviving the military is a real thing. So what'll happen is, let's just say you come across a veteran that's been through some shit, right? They got all their limbs, but they've been through some shit. They seen some shit. And you is to spill what you just spilled to them, and they fucking take you up out of here. Meaning they unalive you. Or they harm you. And then you gonna be like, damn, why you ain't getting no help? Why you ain't do this? Why you ain't do that? Why you even speaking on something you have no knowledge about, no experience about? You know what I'm saying? Man, why he just ain't go to therapy? Why he just ain't do that? Why you couldn't shut the fuck up? Why are you worried about something that don't even concern you? Is the question. Do some people scam the VA benefits? I don't know. That ain't none of my business. I know I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes, bro, when y'all say dumb stuff like that, sometimes I be hoping Donald Trump bring back the draft, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Because a lot of y'all be having so much to say about these veterans that get these benefits. And I'm just like, I bet. Since you feel like that, just go get drafted, see how you feel. Go through what we went through, and then you can see how we feel. Just because somebody say that they had a good physical day, that don't mean the next day or the next day or the next day is gonna be the same thing. There's a reason, bro, veterans are hard alcoholics or drug users. Going through that, it's not the easiest thing to do. Did we volunteer to go for the service? Absolutely. But in reality, bro, we're just trying to make our situation better. We ain't really trying to fight no war. We ain't really trying to experience no no crazy stuff in the military. We just trying to change our situation and better ourselves for our families. But with the military, there's always a possibility, and I be so sick and tired of you weenie ass civilians be speaking on shit that don't have nothing to do with you, bruh. Have nothing to do with you. If you not gonna serve to see what it was about, then shut the hell up, fool. Oh, pap, he got you in your feelings. No. Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. You, when people say this and I come back in response, you are content to me. Nothing more, nothing less. You would never, as a stranger, you would never get under my feelings because I already know, bro, you would never say that shit to my face. You would never say that shit to my face. So I'm not never or hurt or bothered by, some shit like that. But I just really think y'all really hate veterans, bro. Shit going down across the waters, and y'all send the troops. But when we send the troops, and the troops come back with all their limbs and extremities, you feel like because they ain't come back missing something, that they ain't go through nothing. You know how scary it is going over there? Do you know how scary it is going across them waters and fighting and doing this and that? It's not easy at all. And it's very scary. And so until you're willing to put yourself in that situation, bro, you gotta shut up, fool. You gotta shut up. And if you're not gonna shut up, say it to a veteran's face and see what happens to you, fool. It's not gonna be pretty. Not gonna lie, I be wishing somebody try me on some, oh, you was Air Force, you did this and that, blah, 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 blah. And I fucking put you like in a guillotine, like chokehold or some shit. Yeah. Nice from the shoulders. And then when I do something to you, now you looking at me crazy because I did something to you because you triggered me. You triggered me. So y'all, you civilians better be careful who you talking to and what you saying around other veterans. You better keep it on the internet. You better keep it on the internet because it's not going to be pretty in person, fool. It's not going to be pretty in person. Every chance you get, you should be thanking somebody that's risking their lives to go across them waters, go into these scary countries, these scary territories that's beefing, that don't mess with the U.S. and fighting for your freedom. If you're not gonna do it, bro, shut the hell up. I don't care what opinion you have. If you're not gonna do it or do it better, shut the hell up, fool. Shut the hell up. And right now, I'm team all the branches of the military right now. Yeah, in my Air Force, I went Air Force and I say things about other branches, but this and that. But when y'all get to yapping at the mouth about veteran benefits, that's when I gotta check you, fool, because you wrong. And like I said, I hope Donald Trump bring back the draft, bro, because a lot of y'all be talking. Y'all be talking. I want some of y'all to go over there and shit yourself, honestly. Every day a soldier wake up and survive a day over there is a blessing. And it's a bigger blessing for them to even make it back. You know, it's crazy, bro. You could join at 17, 18 years old and go fight a war, but can't even buy a drink. And then a person making back from protecting the freedom of regular civilians, y'all got something to say about it because you feel like he ain't do enough or do anything at all. No, that's BS, and y'all know it is. What if somebody came to your job and told you you ain't doing enough, or you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that, and you don't deserve to be compensated for it? You'll feel some type of way, right? Right or wrong? Oh, you fighting a white man's war, but you working a white man's job. What are we talking about? You work for the government. You work for the government too. Do you know? When you pay taxes, bro, that go to the government. Dork. So we all work for the government. So yeah, I just couldn't wait to make this video, and I I'ma say it, bro. I hope they bring back the draft and draft some of you people. Some of y'all gonna be crying like a motherfucker. And I'm gonna be kicked up on my feet up. I said a prayer for you, but it's your turn. It's your turn. So shit. All I know is I did what I had to do, and my benefits are 100% legit. I went to all my appointments. I've seen doctors in person, no virtual visits, and what they found based off what they seen from my paperwork and exams and x-rays, like, bruh, come on, bro, what we talking about? Stay out of veterans benefits business, fool. If you're not willing to go and see what's about, go see what it is about. And that's just that on that. Donald Trump has done a lot of things, and a lot of y'all voted for that, right? But for the people that be having a problem with the veteran, bro, yeah, bring the draft back, bro. Bring the draft back, and you and Lil Jimmy and Lil Tommy gonna be filling the shoes that the people that volunteered for the service, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be filling their shoes, watching they six. You don't know what it's like to be in a combat zone, and you got bullets and mortars and all these flying around you, watching your six. You don't know what it's about being in them situations, and your heart is just beating as fast as you can. And you gotta remember that this is what you decide to do, and you gotta rely on your training that you did before you went over there. You don't know what it's like being a 18-year-old, 19-year-old, fresh out of high school person, and you going straight to fighting with all this shit that's going on. You don't know what it's like. That is life-changing. Life-changing. So I don't agree with you regular 9-to-5 people sitting behind a desk, sitting in your mama's basement, and you be typing about these veterans and what they get. We deserve everything. Y'all praising the celebrities. The real celebrities should be the veterans, bro. We keep this country moving. And y'all be so quick to be like, send the troops, send the troops, send the troops. But when the troops come back and they well physically, you like, oh no, they don't deserve that. That's a bet. That's a bet. Donald Trump, bring back the draft. Bring back the draft and draft the people that's been talking about veterans and their benefits. And see if you have a different tone. And that's all I gotta say, bro.